Hey there, lovely people! Guess where we are? We are in Georgia. Well, I mean, you can't say but it looks because I'm on just a sofa couch in an apartment, but this is our Airbnb apartment here in Kutaisi, which costs 15 euros a night. Let's have a look. So, we'll start with the kitchen. Woo. This is our kitchen. You can cook whatever you want here. Fridge, stovetop, oven, basically everything. Wine opener, all the essentials. We're moving on to the living room, which is a mess because wherever we go, we create a mess. I mean, we were not that people a year ago, but you know, times change. Then we have a piano. I think this is a classic, wealthy Eastern. I'm trying to. This is a classic thing, I think, in these kind of areas of the world. Then we have a bedroom with a balcony. Did I say it's 15 euros a night? And that might still be expensive because 15 euros a night, well, that's 7.50 per person, which is cheap. But I think you can get cheaper in Georgia. We just booked a day in advance. Ah yeah, last part is the bathroom. So we have a beautiful hall to receive the guests. And a bathroom. With almost a hot tub corner bath. Guys, I hope you love these Airbnb tours because I really think it's important to know about accommodations and accommodation possibilities that you can have in the countries. So this is an Airbnb here in Kutaisi. Now we're heading out to the city and we're gonna show you the Kutaisi city, but we're not gonna vlog while we get there because grandma yesterday told us, a nice grandma yesterday told us to be aware of everything you own here. So we're gonna take her good advice, definitely. So we just left our Airbnb to walk and explore the city. We've reached the city center. Our Airbnb is only 20 minutes away from the city center. The streets are bustling and really alive. You have to watch out for the cars, guys. That's the first tip of the day. Watch out for really passionate drivers. Next, we've reached the Kutaisi city center. It's full of small, cozy cafes, little wineries. We're starting this morning at 1 p.m. with a cappuccino, which costs 3
lari?
Yeah, so which costs 3 lari, and that's roughly €1, $1.20. But if you're gonna buy the mixture cafe, like at a little grandma's shop where you buy the pastries as well, you can get it for as little as 1 lari, which is about 30 cents. So that's super cheap. And being a nice cafe as this one is in the city, you can get a coffee for €1. That's a really good deal. Interesting thing is that Kutaisi is a growing city. It's not the main tourist spot and it's not the main tourist destination. However, it's growing and you can see that. And the vibe in the old city is really nice. And it's not overcrowded by tourists. So, I mean, that's exactly what we are looking for. So we're enjoying it. So remember the coffee break we had before? We switched to beer and traditional Georgian dishes. I ordered Argo, which is a dark beer. That's really good and I love dark beers, so I mean, can't taste bad for me, and Chris got the same, but just the light beer. And I went for a really traditional, unusual dish right here, club sandwich. Probably that's a Georgian favorite, and Chris went for a Juria Gururli. So the guy, we asked the name of the dish and the guy just said it so fast. They were like, oh, okay, noted, yep, got it. But it's a traditional Georgian pastry you definitely have to try. It costs only €3.20, so about $4 for this one. But we're at the really nice place. Usually you can get it maybe for like €1.50, but for a place as cute as this one, it's definitely a great price.
Oh my god, this thing is amazing. So apparently the filling is like a stewed meat together with bell pepper and what seems to be a cranberries, onions, and some cottage cheese as well, and it's so delicious. It's really greasy, but looks amazing and tastes exactly how it looks like. So let's take a bite. Oh, it's so rich.
What is your face saying?
Mark Wien would approve this. So we have reached the central square of Kutaisi, and this probably is the most, I would not say the touristic place in the city, but probably the one that you must visit if you are in Kutaisi. And right behind me there is a culture fountain, and right there is Meskishvili Theater, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Let me check it. Meskishvili Theater. The thing with Kutaisi is there are not so many tourist attractions, so probably you can do city sightseeing within like 2 hours or maybe 3 hours. But the good thing is there are not so many tourists around. We haven't seen any tourists at all, and we've been walking around the city for the past 3 hours. So if you want to experience really traditional Georgian foods and being surrounded with only local people and really less tourists, make sure you visit Kutaisi.
Fun fact, this is the only McDonald's in Kutaisi, and this is the place where all the marshutkas, which means the minivan, leaves to all the destinations around the country. So we just bought nectarines for 30 cents per kilo and apricots, or what was it, for 50 cents per kilo. Can you imagine those prices? It's insane. And the bread, we just got the whole bread for how much? 20 cents?
20 cents.
20 cents, guys. You have to visit the central market.
Oh, cherries.
Хочеш? Можно? Половиночку. Да?
Guys, look at the amount of cherries that we are getting only for €1. You sure?
I just got a kilo of cherries. Oh my. $2 за один, да?
Да.
Ты хочешь один?
За сколько?
$2 за один.
Да.
И может быть какой-то... может быть этот? Это там hazelnut. So we just bought nuts in kind of a sweet sausage. It's called truchella, and it cost us 70 cents for this whole thing. So nice.
So the prices in the central market are extremely affordable, and I think the reason for that is because everything is locally grown and made here in Georgia, so you can get everything for super cheap. And if you're traveling on a budget, central market is definitely a place that you should visit. And throughout these Georgian vlogs you will hear us speak gibberish from time to time, and it's because we are trying to improve our Russian. It's really rusty, we haven't spoken for maybe 5 years and we know only the basics, but we are improving every day. That's why we are trying to speak Russian as much as we can. So today is the next day, and right now we are in Marshutka riding down to Batumi, which is a really popular seaside city here in Georgia. And this minivan is called Marshutka, and it's playing Russian music and just feels so authentic. useful information. The trip from Kutaisi to Batumi costs 10 lari, which is approximately 5 euros, a little bit less, around 4 euros, like $5.
What's up guys? So we're checking in and we have arrived to Batumi. The marshrutka from Kutaisi to Batumi took us 2.5 hours. As Chris already said, it cost 10 lari per person, which is roughly a bit more than $3. And right now we're in the kind of a casino heaven. You might feel as you're in Las Vegas, but those are all exchanges. And interestingly, the rate is really good here. So if you're ever in Batumi, make sure that you're out of the very old city center and come to this area where marshrutkas are to get the best exchange rate.
So we've been walking around the city for the past few hours, and once again this is another city in which you need to speak a little Russian because English is not so widely spoken here. So it will be hard for you just, I don't know, to order food or to ask what's on the menu, because majority of the menus are in English, but there are some few kind of local places that you must visit in which they only have menu in Russian or in Georgian. So something to know. And what's also interesting,
this house right behind me looks, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it's right out of Singapore, man! Dude, like, it seriously looks like Singapore. Right here. The narrow street? Really.
insanity in the house.
Guys, well, one of my favorite things right now here about Georgia is how cheap the fruits are. You can't imagine having a kilo of apricots for 35 cents or a kilo of cherries for 50 cents, guys. It's insane. I love fruits. So we're wandering around the Batumi city again, and as we always do it, we just wing it. And we truly believe that it's the best way to explore the city, just walking around, seeing all the small streets, all the big streets, the touristy areas and the not so touristy areas, because that's the best way to grasp the city and to understand the city and the culture and the local people. And another really good way is to explore the happy hours. So that's what we're gonna do now.
And so apparently the best happy hour in Batumi, guess where it is? It's in Hilton Hotel.
And as all self-acknowledged and advanced backpackers, we're gonna explore the happy hour in Hilton.
But that's why they're called happy hours, because they make you happy.
And no matter how much it costs, it's alright. I'm trying to put my most serious face on. So, sitting in a Hilton rooftop, sipping my beer, enjoying my time, really cool people. Yeah. Well, actually, we went to the happy hour, and I knew that the happy hour is you can get a cocktail or a beer for 5 lari, which is less than 2 euros, so like €1.80. Apparently they don't have cocktails anymore, so we just went with a beer. So basically at a Hilton rooftop from 12 till 7 o'clock in the evening you can get a pint of beer for €1.80, so like a little bit over $2, and you have a rooftop view. It's good. Well guys, I know it's 3 in the afternoon, but we're at the Hilton rooftop.
That's Instagram Live.
And it's happy hour, so.
You ready?
Wait.
Yes.